Is you ready? You ain't really about it if you ain't prepared to die. Talking about loyalty, but you ain't ready to ride. Get your mind right, he coming like a thief in the night. Is you ready? Is you ready? You ain't really about it if you ain't prepared to die. Talking about loyalty, but you ain't ready to ride. Get your mind right, he coming like a thief in the night. Is you ready? Is you ready? Laughing at your idol gods, looking like some Digimons. Babylon won't carry on, this dragon getting mini bombs. You can call me Daniel, son, you know I serve the living God. Yours is made of brass.
All right. Shalom, shalom. Brothers and sisters, Most High Christ bless y'all. Happy Sabbath. All right. I'm Officer Carmela. Y'all know what it is. All right, so we're going to get into this class today. The title of today's class is You Are More Than You Think You Are. I know. It's a very clickbait, catchy title. Dang, I got beat for clickbait? That's crazy. All right, but so y'all, if y'all know me, y'all know generally the classes that I do are about something that's on my mind one way or another, whether it be my own experience or something that I see within the body or even amongst our people in the world. But it's always some kind of introspective type situation where you got to look at yourself and try to figure out what side of the coin you on, right? So my side of the coin, I was thinking, and I had to get caught. I had to tell y'all the truth. I had to get caught because my original line of thinking was, do I really believe what's going on in it? Do I really believe the truth? Do I really believe the Bible? And I was talking to some of the leadership, and I had to catch myself. They're like, you could go real far with that thought pattern because you started thinking, well, do I believe? Am I an Israelite? Do I? And you can take yourself down some real crazy paths in your mind. Our mind is crazy. Hey, give me that, Jeremiah. Let's start with that. Yeah, that mind is deceitfully wicked. We need that. Because a lot of times, I'm going to say 100% of the time, that brain or that mind it's always seemed like it's on its own type of time. But the thing about the timing is, somewhere in there, you like it and listen to it. I know I have liked and listened to some of the crap that I have let get in there. And it'll alter decision making 100% of the time if you don't catch it. Because sometimes you have a good idea. You like, follow my idea. Yeah, it worked out. You be like, yeah, my brain worked good. And then it tell you something else, and you be like, well, it worked last time. No, you got to be able to catch it. Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 9.
Come on.
The heart is deceitful above all things.
It say the heart is deceitful above all things. It is deceitful above all things. Read on.
And desperately wicked.
Uh-huh.
Who can know it?
So it's desperately wicked. So that's a lot of times the stuff that's in our mind is no good. It ain't no good. I was talking to one of the brothers, and we was just talking about how sometimes your mind will tell you everything you don't need in the way you want to hear it. The thing that you don't need to do, it'll tell you that thing the way you want to hear it. It'll make you think that bad idea is a good idea. Black Dynamite. I like Black Dynamite. I used to watch that show all the time. The cartoon and the movie. But in the show, and I used to say this in the world to convince myself of my bad ideas. He said, sometime a bad idea is the only idea you got. but you got to go with the only idea you got. And I used to say that to convince myself of, well, it's the only idea I got. And if it's the only idea I got to go with the only idea I got. Bruh. Rabbit hole. I'm talking about slippery slope, a cardboard box on pine straw on a hill, slippery. Just. But you would be thinking that because it was in your mind that it was a right way to go. Or it's the only thing that you know. Finish reading.
Verse 10. I, the Lord, search the heart.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
I try the reins.
Uh-huh.
Even to give every man according to his ways.
Uh-huh.
And according to the fruit of his doings.
So it said the Lord is watching those thoughts. Because those thoughts become action. That's what he say at the end. According to your ways, I mean, you thought about that thing. It turned from a thought to action. But now the Lord got to deal with you according to the way you acted out on them thoughts. Now, whether it be good or bad, because sometimes the thought where I say, hey, let's go slap this old lady. And you was like, and I'm not finna slap no old lady. Guess what? You made it. You didn't listen. The other day, I was like, so I work with gold and diamond jewelry, stuff like that, right? So one day I'm in the store, and you know, you see when that thought be in your mind, like, I know what he got in that bag. Because you know other jewelers, and you know people that do stuff like that, or you see it in other stores. But the evil in your mind will say, I know what he got in that bag. And I know he can't beat me. This is a little damn Indian. I beat this nigga up and take this bag. I know what's in the bag. He know I know what's in the bag, but he think I'm safe because I'm in here with him. And he know my face, but I could hit this nigga and take this bag. But I'm just going through this to you know, just give some what that mind will tell us sometime. But that mind will also tell us not to do some things, right? That mind will keep you in a place where you want to excel. How many, like, there's nobody in here that said, nah, I don't want to have the money I need to provide for my family. You've never woke up a day in your life and said that. But you had an idea to whether it was start a business, do something different with your job. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you know what? I be doing hella. I'm the best cell phone screen fixer there is. I could make some content, and you didn't do it. Or something as simple as leadership tell you, hey, be around a little more. You know what? But them captains and them deacons and bishops, and you know, they know I'm here. I'ma just do the work. That be that mind trying to keep you from, you know, because it knows that evil that's in you. Know, hey, if I do this, I'm gonna get better. And if you get better, more will be required of you. Trust me, I know. I'm one of them people. I'm one of them people where I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want your expectations on me. You keep them over there. I'm good where I'm at. And hence the title of this class, because sometimes in that way of thinking, you don't excel to where you really could be. You know, because we're in this truth, right? Brothers and sisters. Now, sisters don't have the same markers that we have. Sisters' markers are going to be, okay, can I be the best wife, or can I submit to where my husband, my Lord, is happy with my behavior, or I represent him well? That's their markers. And then they get good stuff like they get to go on dates, or he buy them something nice, or, you know, take them to an event that costs more money than he felt like spending on her. Hooray. But for men in this truth, a lot of time our gauge that we set is our spiritual markers is, are you being promoted? You know what I'm saying? Is your name good? Some of these different things. And sometimes our behaviors will be like, well, let me just do this so that I know that my name good. I show up on time. I do what's asked of me. But am I doing it to the best potential that I could do it? A lot of times, no. I did enough to get through, and that I didn't have to lie when leadership asked that I do it. I didn't lie. Yep, I did it. Whew. Just got it done. Is that the best that you could do sometimes? A lot of times it's not. But you're getting it done. And we'll have those thoughts and stuff in our mind that'll stop us from saying, you know what? I'm going to do this a couple of days earlier because I'm finna make the fireest thumbnail I can make. It's very rarely that. It's, I forgot to make that thumbnail. Let me get it in real quick so I can cover my office or cover, And then we still be looking forward to those spiritual markers. Did I get promoted? Did I get a pat on the back from leadership? Did the men around me think I'm doing a good job? If my wife looking at me, do she see me as a leader? All of these different things that's running around in that mind. But really, you didn't put forth your best effort. You didn't. Because if you would have put forth your best effort, you'd be like, you know what I'm saying? You would admire that thing a little. Cold right there, bro. I don't think nobody better than me at making thumbnails. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody could put up a wall better than I can put up a wall. And we would think like that. But we don't always do it because we listen to that deceitful mind that whether it make us procrastinate, it make us hide, or it make us run away, whatever the case may be, it make us doubt. So we end up in some of the places where we don't want to be. Let's go. All right. Dang, I forgot. All right, go. Deuteronomy 7:6. Deuteronomy 7:6. These scriptures that we read all the time, and these are scriptures that make us feel good about ourselves when we look at ourselves in the eyes of the other nations. That's generally what anyway, read Deuteronomy 7:6. I'll explain later.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Come on.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Bro, we love that thing. We love that thing because it's the one thing that make us feel like somebody. Coming from this world that we all came from, we came from everything. And we heard that and was like, that is so great. I don't have to just be George anymore. I don't have to just be meter maid. I don't have to just be a baker. I can be holy above all people that's on the face of the earth. Yeah, I like that thing. But we don't always act like that. Like, given that immediate knowledge, you don't always act like that. We'll know it, and then we'll do some nigga stuff. And you do the nigga stuff because you really don't believe that you are above all people on the face of this earth, because you would have to walk around a certain kind of way if you did. Damn Chinese Moabite, how dare you try to feed me your smothered cat. No. But you'll go eat it because you're broke. You're like, all I got is $7.50, and they got this they got a dollar scoop spot right here on Tar Boulevard. Yep. I'm trying to tell. And guess what? It is not the best food you can get. But you could go in there and get a scoop of beef and broccoli, a scoop of shang chicken, 2 egg rolls, and rice for $1 each. That's not the greatest people above all people behavior to go and this is only $1. This is the best I can do. No. we be up here, but the behavior don't match what we read. Sometimes even amongst ourselves, how we deal with we'll deal with our wives or we'll deal with our children, especially before we come in the body. Now, you gotta think, this is after we come in the body because now we have some kind of insight. But if we had to look at our brothers and sisters outside, still reading this, you'd be like, how the hell how? I saw a video yesterday of a lady getting high. She was matter of fact, I'm gonna show it to y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you. Hold on. Cause I saw it and I was like, how is this the greatest people? Hold on. Y'all give me one second. I'm finna send it to you. I'm sorry. Let me see. Give me 1 second. All right. Hey, Officer Uzziah, hey, y'all be mindful. It got some profane in it, but I'm trying. Yep. Oh shoot. Did I send it or did I cancel it? I think I canceled it. My bad, y'all. Forgive me. I just thought about it when I was like, how does one get to this position? And then when we come in the truth, we want to change so bad. That's why you here. You want to change so bad. But you don't do the things that you say you would do to really change. All right, let's go. Give me that Romans 7. Yeah. Go ahead. It ain't playing.
Felicia. Lord have mercy, I got to call them people. This motherfucker guy out here putting mustard greens and cornbread on a goddamn barbecue pit. And look at her sit up there and froze. She on that motherfucking shit. Like I'm gonna have to call them people for to come get her ass. Look at her, she done tripped over. Oh, this goddamn here's something. Felicia!
I had to think. He said, this something else. And I was thinking the same thing. How? Who woke up that morning and said, I want to put greens and cornbread on the grill? Who said that? Who did that? Nobody, but that person woke up that morning with the best intentions for their life. That person woke up that morning and said, I ain't doing this dope no more. And halfway through work, that dope was saying, come get me. And we got some greens and cornbread at the house. And she said, I'm going to just go and eat my dinner. And then she was riding home. And that dope said, you going to ride past me? I'm right here, the next block. Oh, all you got to do is make the right to the dope man. But I'm saying that to say that the thoughts that we be having for ourselves don't always match the actions that we put forward for ourselves. Read that, Romans 7:14.
Romans chapter 7 and verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin.
Read on.
For that which I do, I allow not.
He said, so that stuff that I be doing is not the stuff that I want to do or that I want to allow in my life. But for some reason, I find myself doing it. Read.
For what I would, that do I not.
But the stuff that I really want to be, the man that I really want to be, I don't put forth the actions to be that man. Yeah, I'll put forth the action to look like I'm that man. I'll brush my teeth and brush my hair and oil my beard, what little beard I got. iron my clothes, look real sharp. But inside, there's turmoil going on. I know I'm not living up to my potential. I know I didn't put forth the effort. I could have cut the grass. I could have made my yard look nice in the neighborhood. I could have did all these other things, but I chose to sit there for a long while and thinking about the things that I should do in my life. I made plans that I didn't execute. I made promises that I forgot about. Read again.
For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that do I not. But what I hate, that do I.
Well, we talking about get it out the mud. We talking about living your best life. And he said, but that I hate, I do. That procrastination, I do. How did I do that? To just sitting around doing nothing, watching the idiot box. How did I do that? How did I just sit here for 2 hours watching the boys? How? I could have been reading. I say I want to study more, but I wanted to see what Homelander was going to do. He said that I hate is what I do. I hate procrastination, but that's what I do. I hate scrolling. Why did I stop on the one sister doing Romanian deadlifts on the workout? Why? Because that's the thing that I allow. That's the thing that I allow to happen. Because I don't really think that I am as good as I should be. I don't think I am as good as the brothers that's around might exhort me to be. I don't think I'm as good as my wife tell me that I am. Oh, you're such a good husband. I love you, my Lord. Like, why? We ain't got the best cars. Why? We don't live in the best house. Why? Why am I good? Why do you think I'm a good husband? Why? Because we don't be thinking, well, I don't know about y'all. I'm talking about a nigga like me. I told a brother, I've been a nigga for 40 years. I'm 45. And I've been in the truth 10 years. You do the math. I was still niggering while I'm in the mix. The nigga was sitting in the seat. Like, yeah. And put his nice purple shirt on. Like, this nigga was like, but nigga, I like that purple. This purple shit's great. I'm with it. All right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get counsel before every enterprise. Nigga, I'm grown. That was how the nigga talk. Because guess what? The Bible said before every enterprise and seek counsel. The nigga said, I've been doing this 40 years. I ain't went homeless yet. I know what I'm doing, nigga. Why? But guess what? If you did what the Bible said, you would be greater. You would make less mistakes. You would have more information going into whatever endeavor you was going into. But no, you don't really want to be that great because guess what? That would mean you would have to listen to somebody else. You would have to relinquish some of the control that you got or that you think you got in your life. You would have to listen to your husband and he telling you to do something and you don't want to do it. You don't know what you saying. She don't even like to go to bed that early. If you put the baby to bed early, you can have more time to yourself. You don't want to be great, sister. You want to have a reason to say, I'm tired. I've been doing stuff all day. Your husband gave you the game plan. Do it like this. Damn, if she cry. If she cry, let her cry. She'll go to sleep in about 15 minutes. You don't want to hear that because you want to do it the way you want to do it and have the reason to say in your mind, I get this done. No, because you don't want to be as great as you actually could be. Finish reading that, verse 15.
Verse 15.
Verse 16.
Yes, sir. Verse 16. If then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that it is good.
He said, but if I do that which I would not, then I consent that he said, it let me know that I'm evil because the law is telling me you shouldn't do that. But I consented to it. He was like, you know what? If I would have listened to leadership, I would be in a better place. If I had took that counsel concerning that sister, I probably would have been in a better place. If I had took that counsel concerning that job, I probably would have been in a better place. If I had listened to my Lord when he told me to drop the pants off in the cleaners first, I probably would have been in a better place. But because we be having that deceitfully wicked mind, we end up way off base from where we say we want to go versus the actions that we do. Right? All right, back to Deuteronomy 14. Because the first time the Lord was telling us, don't be around these nations. Don't be marrying them. Why? You're better than them. Don't mix yourself with them. I chose you to be better. Don't marry heathen women. You're better than them. We were like, yeah, we're the best. But I've never seen a flat booty so fine. I think I'm going to give it a shot. Right? That's how you gotta think about our people. That's how we did. He told us you was better than everybody. Don't mess with the nations. We didn't listen. Our brothers and sisters went and married Philistines and whatever else they could find and Moabites. Yeah, I guess I'm living over here with the Moabites. I gotta marry a Moabite. Why? Because a bad idea is the only idea you got, and you got to go with the only idea you got. Well, I live around Moabites. Ain't no more Israelites over here in the land of Moab with me. I gotta marry something. Now your ass around here eating Peking duck or whatever it is. I just always wanted to see Peking duck in a class. Sorry. All right. Deuteronomy 14:2.
Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 2.
Come on.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. And the Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself.
So that right there is the hard part. So in this part of Deuteronomy, he's trying to warn us against idolatry. Don't be idolatrous. Don't follow these customs because you are better than the people that's around you. Don't do it. Not us. We be having the mind. We know how to be. He is telling us how to be great. You can be great if you don't do idolatrous stuff. What do we say? Sure is a nice garment you got. I want one of them. I'll follow your God. Matter of fact, let me plant you a little garden over here and build a little statue for you. I'll do that. Yeah. That's going to make me, I'm going to look cool in the sight of everybody else because I got a statue like, now you off in the wickedness. That thing that you wouldn't do, that's what, how did you get there when to be the best people above everybody else, it says don't follow them. You chose not to be the best. You got to think, we literally chose not to be the best. 1 Peter 2:9. But we do have a solution for it. But we got to talk about how bad it is first. Read.
1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9.
Come on.
But ye are a chosen generation.
Sorry. Come on.
A royal priesthood. And holy nation. A peculiar people.
This is the point though. Read.
That ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
But he said our actions of being this chosen people should show the world who our God is. Our actions should show the world who our God is. Read that last part again.
That ye should show forth the praises of him who hath
he said you should show forth the praises. That means your actions should be what the other people see to praise the God that brought you or made you a chosen royal people. Read.
Who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
Right, he says, so you was chosen, so your behavior should represent the one who picked you to come away from being the nigga that you was, come out of the streets, come out of the whole house, come out of the dope house, come out of the casino, wherever you was at, that you should show forth his praises, that he called you to be great. So now you have a commission that your behavior should represent greatness. Man, you read them scriptures. This is how I know I be still niggering. How you read them scriptures and you be like, yeah, no. Cause bro, it's so much we done read it and our actions do not line up with it. It's just like right now, you and the brothers and none. I'm pretty sure there's some porn watching sisters in here too. But the men and Lord leadership tell you, hey, don't watch the porn. You like, I'm not gonna watch the porn. Don't watch the porn. I'm not gonna watch the porn. I'm staying away from the porn. Don't watch the incognito mode. No one can see me watch the porn. You knew better. You said you wanted to be better. You read it. You know that in your mind there's some spiritual adultery and fornication going on. But guess what you did? You did it anyway. Your behavior did not show forth the praise of him that called you out of darkness. You stayed at the darkness. You waited till it was dark. No one can see me in the dark. And I'm just saying that to say that we have to begin to fix our behaviors to line up to what we say we want and who we say that we follow and who we say we believe and who we say we trust in and who we say we pray to and what people we say we are. All right, Isaiah chapter 43, verse 3.
Isaiah chapter 43 and verse 3. For I am the Lord thy God, the Holy One of Israel, thy Savior. I gave Egypt for a ransom.
So he said, the one that called us out of darkness into his marvelous light, he said, I am the God of Israel. And you were so special to me that I gave you ransom. I gave a ransom for you. Hey, give me a definition of ransom. My bad. Hey, see, I'm putting the tech team to work. I thought I was just going to put the reader to work. Put the tech team to work, too. Give me a definition of ransom real fast. Because everybody know what ransom is. You kidnap them, the ransom, get the money. Yeah, that's exactly it. Right? But it says a sum of money or other payment demanded or paid for the release of a prisoner. The Lord said, I paid a sum for you because you was that important to me. We was so important that the Lord paid a ransom. And then he had to come back and tell us, let your behavior reflect that I paid a ransom for you. I killed niggas for you to turn your back on me. I killed people. I put boils on people. I hit nigga with a snowy fireball. How you get hit with a snowy fireball? Don't even make sense. You say that out loud. Yeah, the Lord hit somebody with a snowy fireball, ice ball for me. I mean, icy fireball. You can't even imagine an icy fireball. But the Lord hit somebody with an icy fireball for you to be regular. For us to just be regular people. And sometimes when you think about it, it could be kind of like, man, I'm really not living up to my potential, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ever seen the Jigsaw movies where they had to go through something real hard, but if they do it, they'd be like, want to play a game? You know what I'm saying? You used to do a lot of dope. You said you want to get off the drugs. Reach your hand through all these needles. And if you get to the other end, you'll never do drugs again. Them folks like had one about the lady that put her hand in the box to get the key, but she was vain and she had to pull it through the shop, ripped her arm up. But after that, it was like her mind was, she paid a ransom with her arm for her freedom. The Lord paid a ransom for us, and we just be like, what you want me to do? I live in Atlanta. Read on.
Isaiah chapter 43 and verse 3.
Uh-huh.
For I am the Lord thy God, the Holy One of Israel, thy Savior. I gave Egypt for thy ransom.
He said, I gave Egypt for your ransom. Y'all, he know what he did to the Egyptians for us. Read.
Ethiopia and Seba for thee, since thou was precious in my sight.
He said, because we was precious in his sight. Read.
Thou hast been honorable, and I have loved thee. Therefore will I give men for thee and people for thy life.
He said, I will kill people for you. And sometime in that, look at Christ, man. We got to think about that. Like, bro, what kind of person do I want to be that the creator of all things will kill people for me? Do I really want my behavior to reflect, you know what I'm saying, niggas? You can't help it sometimes because you've been it so long, but you got to fight hard to get it out of there. You got to fight real hard against that mind to get that nigga out of there. Bruh, you got to. It's hell, but you got to do it because that's the only way you're going to be. Like, I saw someone, they said the greatest thing for a man to do in this world is realize the perfection of himself that he could be. Now, it was going into a physical form, and I had to start thinking. I was like, damn, I've never seen myself at perfection, or, you know, what would be my peak physically. You know what I'm saying? You look at a joker like Usain Bolt, you like, he reached his peak physically, as we could see, like that was an outstanding guy. Nobody in the world was faster. To him, he probably was like, I've never reached my best. You've never been your best. You've never done it. You've been real good. You did something that you felt like, I did something. But who in here could say they've actually ever been their best? Real. I'm talking about be for real. Like, if you ever thought in your mind, I've been my best. Bro, I maxed out all of the stats. I'm in 99 on everything. Then it's true. Read it.
The greatest thing a man can do is maximize his potential by using his unique talents, resources, and circumstances to their fullest extent.
Right. Go ahead, read.
This pursuit of self-actualization combined with selfless service to others and fostering a purpose-driven life constitutes true success, leaving a positive mark on the world.
Bruh, that's being a prophet and teaching your people and using the gifts that God gave you to do it. And we have never done it to our peak potential. I have never done it to my peak potential. I'm going to say that. I don't know what y'all done did. I'm saying I've never done it. And I have to sit around sometime and think about that and be like, do I really believe I can be that good? And I'm going to tell y'all the real answer is no. The real answer is sometimes I don't think I can be that good. And the reason I don't, because I haven't done it. I haven't done it. Now, do I give it a good shot? Hell yeah. 6 weeks at a time. You be like, yeah. And then something happened, derail, and guess what? Gone in the wind. And then you get those reminders. Like my wife is a reminder for me. She'll just say that thing that I started doing that I didn't finish, and just a quick little, nothing rude, just, did you use your glasses today? No. Don't remind me that I got off track from what I was trying to do. And why? Because sometimes that mind is one, anyway, Exodus. Let's look at some of this ransom. Exodus chapter 3, verse 21. And I'm just going over this part. Why? Passover was on the way. And you were so great that the Lord gave ransom. Let's just remind you of the ransom that was paid. Exodus 3 and 21.
Exodus chapter 3 and verse 21. And I will give this people favor in thy sight of the Lord. And I will give this people favor in the sight of the Egyptians.
Right. This people is you. Read.
And it shall come to pass that when ye go, ye shall not go empty. But every woman shall borrow of her neighbor, and of her that sojourneth in her house, jewels of silver, and jewels of gold, and raiment. And ye shall put them upon your sons and upon your daughters, and ye shall spoil the Egyptians.
Right. He said, a part of that ransom or how great you was, I'm going to give you all they stuff. I'm going to fresh you out. You're going to be extra fresh. You get some free gold, free jewel, Fred clothes. It's like somebody just walked outside right now, and you walked outside and you had to tell, but hey, but let me get that chain and them. Yeah. Oh, you got some pennies, the old pennies, 1993 pennies, and they new. Let me get them. And he got to give them to you because you the best thing on earth. That's the ransom that the Lord paid for us with the Egyptians. For them to let us go, bro. He said, you finna come out. Bro, I'm telling you, that like you walking outside right now and the Joker got the frame off, rebuilt old school outside and he just got to give it to you. Hit the bomb! He can't even argue. Let me get there. Ain't no pistol pulling. He just got to give it to you because I asked for it because I'm the greatest. Yeah, that put a smile on your face. You be like, yeah, I want that. That's like a sister, you go out there and it's the fanciest purse that purses can make. And you just say, oh, that's so nice. I'll take that. And she just got to give it to you with the money that's in it. Starbucks gift card and all. She got the unlimited pass. You just give it to me. Why? Because you're the greatest. You the best. And the Lord said, I gave that ransom for you. Jump over to chapter 6, verse 7.
Exodus chapter 6 and verse 7.
Come on.
And I will take you to me for a people, and I will be to you a God. And ye shall know that I am the Lord your God, which bringeth you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians.
He said, I was going to bring you out from under the stress of these people that's around you. Like, bruh, that's our goal right now. Can y'all imagine just being out from under the stress of these Idumeans? But the thing is, you have to be great to get out. The mediocre is probably not going to get out. That's the scary part. Because there's somebody working real hard to get out. They listening to the Lord. They taking it. Like, that's why a lot of times I be real, I ain't going to say envious, but I'm in awe of some of these young men. Some of these young men that have not been dirtied up by the world, and they can forego everything and just go where leadership is. And you be like, bruh, how you just could give up? I mean, turn away everything and just go with. And sometimes I'm in awe of that thing because it's something that I want to be able to do, but it's one of those things that in my mind I have not been able to let myself just. I'll follow you everywhere. You be like, what? I'm trying. But the nigga in me is like, nigga, we grown. What are you doing? Calm down. The Bible say, and bruh, evil. But if you did it, where would you be? Where would you be? Would you be more spiritual? Would you have more spiritual discernment? Would you be more knowledgeable scripturally? Would you learn to have more self-control and respect and learn how to read a room when you're around great men? Would you learn to serve great men with ease if you did it? You more than not, you would. But we don't because more than likely we won't. We'll go to check the box of, I went in the war room. But you didn't go in the war room with the thought of, I'm finna sit at the bishop's feet. You just like, it was after Sabbath. I want to go in war room. And, you know what I'm saying? Now, some of those, not saying everybody did. I'm saying some people. Because some of these young brothers, you be like, bro, they just in there. Now, you don't know what nobody motives is. But the example is what the example is. Like, wow, they are really just there. You know what I'm saying? You have to get your mind and start pulling some of that extra stuff out of there so that you can start putting yourself in the places that you say you want to be. So you can start seeing yourself going to the places you say you want to go. Sometimes we don't always follow through with those actions, but that's because you don't think that you're as great as you are. All right, Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 31. Why? Remember, Passover highlights. That ransom was paid for us. We about to get ready to celebrate that ransom, right? Passover was on the horizon, man. We got a couple of days. We just got to remember that this was given to us. It was paid for us. The Egyptians paid for us to get loose. They paid what they would get it in blood and gold and diamonds. If we could get it up out of them, we got it. That's how it is. All right. Read that. Chapter 4, start at 31.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 31.
Come on.
For the Lord thy God is a merciful God. He will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers, which he sware unto them.
Right. So that's a sigh of relief that the Lord said, I ain't going to forget you. You might be going through it as a people, but I ain't forgot you. Because remember, we just addressing the nation, but we're going to deal with the individuals a little later. But he said, I ain't forgot you. Right. But he said, and I'm not going to completely destroy this people. Right. Because he already brought us up out of Egypt. They paid the cost. Right. Read on.
For acts now of the days that are past, which were before thee, since the day that God created man upon the earth.
He said, think about the old stuff that happened. Read.
And acts from the one side of heaven unto the other. Whether there hath been any such thing as this great thing is, or hath been heard like it.
He said, is there anything like your God and this people? Has there been anything like this on the earth? There has been nothing like us on the face of the earth. And we sitting at a barbecue grill cooking greens and cornbread high. And there has been nothing like us on the face of the earth. He said, look, since stuff been created, has there been anything like y'all ever? But look, at the same time, nothing like us ever.
Damn.
Even our evil, you ain't never seen nothing like us ever. Read.
Did ever people hear the voice of God speaking out of the midst of the fire, as thou hast heard
He
and
said,
lived?
did anybody else get to hear God? God spoke to us personally, and we was like, that's too much. Let Moses talk to us. Bruh, can you imagine what would have happened if we would have just can y'all imagine God still talking to us out loud now the same way he did it? Because he was talking, he like, I'm going to deal with y'all. Y'all my people. They were like, ah! Where's the other guy? Where's the other guy? Where's the other one? You know what I'm saying? That's how throwed off we is as a people. Read.
Or hath God essayed to go and take him a nation from the midst of another nation?
He said, I went and took all of y'all out of the middle of Egypt. Remember that ransom. Remember the Passover time cover. It's just in there. And it's all, like I said, it's all just because, bro, you was that special. You was so special that God talked to you directly. So special that he snatched you out and destroyed a whole civilization down there to get you out. Read.
By temptations, by signs, and by wonders, and by war, and by a mighty hand, and by a stretched out arm, and by great terrors.
He said, I did all of that. He said, I did fire, ice ball. If that pure darkness where you couldn't see nothing, but you outside and you could look and you could see that they dark, but where you at, it ain't dark, but you could see that it's dark with it. Bro, it's a black over them, and you like, why is black over there? You can't even imagine that why it's so black over there. Like, why is black over there? That's crazy. Them niggas just light a fire. Light the fire. You get burned. You can't see the fire though. That kind of black. Them is great signs. Chariots following you and they get dropped tons of water on them. That's great signs. Read.
According to all that the Lord your God did for you in Egypt before your eyes.
All right. He said, Read verse 35.
Unto thee it was showed that thou mightest know that the Lord, he is God. There is none else beside him.
He says, so your God did all these things for you because to you, he said before, you was precious in his sight. You was the apple of his eye. You was his goodly precious thing. You was his treasure. And we don't act like it all the time. But I'm gonna show you something. Give me that that Jewish privilege definition, that term. Look at this. But I'm gonna show you something. Cause all right. Go ahead. Just Jewish privilege.
Jewish privilege is a complex, often debated term that merges sociological concepts of privilege with discussions of Jewish success, identity, and anti-Semitism. It is often cited either to highlight the educational and economic achievements of some Jewish communities or to reflect anti-Semitic conspiracy theories about power. The concept is frequently debated within the context of Ashkenazi Jews in Western societies, often being discussed interchangeably with white privilege.
So people looking around and say, why these Jewish people get to do all of this stuff? Why do they got different education and different economical achievements? Why do they get their own neighborhood that they could come and just bring you a piece of paper and say, this is my building and you got to get out. They do it over there and where they live at, but I'm just talking about mainly over here. You pay taxes and they eat free. You would think somebody paid the ransom for them. The way they living, right? Let's watch. Look at the video. Play the video. I got an hour. I can get through this. I think. No, not that video. Yeah, that video. Listen to this nigga.
Every day we make a blessing. Asher bachalbanu. You chose us and gave us the Torah. God chose us as a people, as a nation. We were the only nation that was willing to get on board with God and the Torah and with everything it entails.
Rabbi, why is it such a merit to be born Jewish?
The whole commitment, the whole package, the whole lifestyle of connectivity to the Torah. We were the only nation that was willing to accept it without any conditions. And also God basically didn't really ask us. He didn't leave us that many options. This merit comes with a big responsibility. We have to be a light to the nations. A light to the nations means we're showing the world what morality is, what it is to cherish human life, what it is to be a just society, to be a role model for the whole world, what a just society is. Remember, many things that the West and the whole world have, a day of rest, it all stems from the Torah. The fact that they say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or in Arabic, Yom al-Ahad, Yom al-Thnain, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, where does this come from? That means that the whole world, even unintentionally, recognizes and acknowledges that God is the creator, that he had 7 days of creation, because in nature, we don't have a routine of 7 days. The routine that we have in nature is the moon, that it's a monthly routine. The sun is a yearly routine. So being a light to the nations, the big responsibility, but it's also a very big merit that we're part of this amazing team.
Why y'all think I played that? Why y'all think I played that? I'm going to show y'all why I played it. Psalms 50 and 16.
Psalms chapter 50 and verse 16.
Come on.
But unto the wicked God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Read again.
Verse 16. But unto the wicked God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind thee.
Bruh. These evil Negro. This man say the Lord gave them the Torah. And then he said it's up to us to be a light to the world, to show everybody what morality is. Show everybody how to live. The Ashkenazi Said, let me show everybody else how to live. Psalms chapter 109 verse 2. Watch this. So the Lord said, why you got my book? Why you pretending to be my people? Read.
Psalms chapter 109.
Verse 2.
Yes, sir. Psalms chapter 109 and verse 2. For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are opened against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue.
This man said that the Lord chose them to be on his amazing team. He said the Lord chose them to teach the whole world how to behave. He said the Lord chose them to carry his word and teach the whole earth. This is the thoughts that really you're supposed to have. This is how you supposed to think. The way this Ashkenazi man think, he don't think that he's not the greatest. He don't think that he no less than. He really thinks that he was sent to teach the whole world how to live. But us that were actually sent to teach the whole world how to live, we don't believe it. And we don't do it. That's the crazy part. We're gonna stay in Psalms for a minute. Psalms 10, chapter 3, verse 3.
Psalms chapter 10 and verse 3.
Come on.
For the wicked boasted of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth.
He said the wicked boasteth of their desires. He opened his mouth and talk about how great he is. We see the horrors that they do. We see the evil that they do. We saw y'all digging tunnels and mattresses, and we seen y'all blowing them people up and swinging chicken like a Petey Pablo t-shirt, swinging like a helicopter. That's the nigga that used to live with me. I know y'all. Swinging chickens, Talmud, they got their own look, but they parade around with our book, boasting. But guess what? He said, but they bless the covetous. They bless they stealing people. They bless the wicked of their people. They got all the media, all these things. They cover. He said, and the Lord hate the way they do that thing. He said, but they boast of it. They have in them, they really think that they the ones. And the ones who the ones don't think they the ones. Even once they done learned they the ones, they still don't think that they the ones. We don't think that we the ones. Last scripture in Psalms 83 verse 2.
Psalms chapter 83 and verse 2.
Come on.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
He said, so those people that hate us and that he hate, they done lifted their head up against us in pride, like we're better than you. You don't even know who you are. And even if you did know who you are, you wouldn't do what your God asked you to do. You wouldn't take the steps because it's uncomfortable. You like comfort. You like predictability. We just want to be safe. And we know we just want to be safe. But guess what? The evil, the wicked, they say, I lift my head up against you. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Read.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
All right. He said they already got a smooth little plan set up. Read.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Right. Knowing that you don't know no better. They said, I'm going to be you better than you could ever be you. Read.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 6. Watch this. Because this was crazy when the Lord told Ezekiel. Watch this. Go to Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 6.
Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 6.
Come on.
Not too many people of a strange speech.
So he said, I'm sending you to the children of Israel. Not to nobody that don't understand what you talk about. Not to no weirdos that don't. He said, I ain't sending you to no weird people. Read.
And of an hard language, whose words thou canst not understand.
He said, I'm not sending you to somebody who don't know what you're saying. Read.
Surely had I sent thee to them.
Them is a strange people. He said, surely if I had sent you to them, meaning a strange people or people that you didn't understand, what would those people do?
They would have hearkened unto me.
The liars believe they lie more than we believe the truth. That's why that Jew, that Ashkenazi said what he said. He took the book and the Lord said, if I had went to them weird people, they would believe me. He right now in his mind, he really believed that the Lord was talking to him for him to be the greatest, and they act like that. They move like that. Now, am I saying be destructive and evil like them or envy them? I'm not saying that. I'm saying the mindset that they have taken in their lie of being the greatest people, they live like it. They don't do evil amongst their people they'll do it to you. They'll do that evil to you, but they won't do it amongst their people. So he said, we're going to show the whole world how to have morality. He's showing you amongst our people, you can have whatever you want. Y'all Goya or y'all heathens, man, we'll treat y'all like trash. Now, I'm not saying treat nobody like no trash. I'm saying the mindset to know that you are God's chosen people, that he gave a ransom for, that he destroyed a nation for, that he plucked you out of a nation to make you a nation, and you don't move and we don't behave and we don't think like we are the greatest people. Yet, this heathen or this wicked man who's ever been reported as such, he believes it and he acts like it and he thinks like it. He done separated himself. You can't go live in his neighborhood. He'll come buy your house out real quick, get you up out of there, pull some paperwork to get you up out of there. You ain't gonna, he got his own hospitals. We don't want our own hospitals. We ain't gonna do what it take to get our own hospitals as a people. Hell no. We got people registering this late for Passover. They've been knowing about it all year. You ain't finna do what it take to be great. I'm gonna wait till the last minute. Why? Because I ain't gonna say, whatever the case may be, we ain't thinking like they thinking that you are really as great as the Lord say you are. The Lord didn't even tell them that, but they believe once they took our book, then they read Deuteronomy 4:31. They were like, yeah, any great people like me? Yeah. They read 14:2. They were like, yeah, I'm holy above all y'all. Yeah. They read 7:6. I'm not mixing with you. Hell nah. Yeah, I'm a holy. I'm special people. Yeah. I'm this. I'm that. Yeah. They took that and they took that thing to heart. We never took it to heart. We like the sound of it. It's a lovely song, but we never really took it to heart. All right. So what be holding us back? It's two things that I found for myself that will hold me back. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all might be able to relate. The main two things that hold us back are fear and doubt. You either doubt that you're great as you say you are, or you're afraid of what it's going to take to be as great as you think you are. You say both? Both. Y'all sister, y'all don't deal with that? Oh, she said, yes. All praises. But that's what it be. All right, Wisdom of Solomon, 17:12. Yeah, because that thing get heavy, man, when you be sitting there and you know what you could do to be the best. Like let's say losing this weight. You be trying your best to lose some weight. And if I really locked in and didn't eat nothing but the same meal every day. Look, Samson said, I know, because all I learned the hard way. Adonai won't do it, though. That's my guy. But he won't do it. He won't lock in. Why? For whatever doubt that he have, whatever fear that he have. You know what? I think Adonai is fearful. He'll come in this thing. He'll be so swollen and he'll be too big. So he'll be too strong. You know what I'm saying? And then it's going to be required. Now you got to fight him. Somebody got to fight him. Why? You got to fight him. You got to try and just grab it. Is he really that strong? He looked like he was like, I don't want that kind of pressure. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have did you like that. Lord have mercy on me. Forgive me. Wisdom of Solomon, 17:12.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17 and verse 12. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offereth.
He said, fear is nothing but your comforts. Is the betraying of your comfort that your mind has set. You set comforts in your mind. I like hot wings. Not giving up hot wings to have a 6-pack. Not happening because I love hot wings so much. No, you're just afraid of what's going to happen when you don't have what it is that you love. It's not the 6-pack. It's not the effort that it takes. It's you being uncomfortable and doing something that's going to be hard, that's going to force you to stick to the path. So it's not that you don't want to give up wings. It's that you really don't want that 6-pack. That's what it really is. I really don't want the 6-pack as much as I want the 12 piece. I hate myself. Why? Because I am that guy. Bruh. Who went to Gus Chicken with us last week? I was so happy when Kat was like, hey, let's go somewhere and get something to eat. Y'all want some Gus Chicken? Yes. Yes. I will forego all progress. Something in me could have said, nah, man, I'm really trying to get to the green. No, I'm trying to get to the Gus Chicken. Why? Because I didn't want to be as great as I could have. I would rather have my comforts than the discomfort that it's going to take for me to get to where I say I want to get physically. Right? Hey, and that happened to a lot of us. A lot of us deal with that kind of stuff. And it could be anything, whether it's dealing with your wife. I ain't finna tell her that she be being evil because she might not love me at nighttime. You just scared. You most scared of what you're not going to get than correcting her to get right. He like, damn, I've been there before. All right, I ain't talking about nobody. I'm just talking. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about nobody. I'm just saying what I'm saying. All right. Let's go. Matthew chapter 14, verse 24. And this is on the doubt. Watch this.
Matthew chapter 14 and verse 24. But the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary.
So y'all remember they had John, and Christ had just fed a whole bunch of people, and he was like, "I gotta go, but these folk they gonna bum rush me." Disciples in the boat, Christ gone. Read on.
And in the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went unto them, walking on the sea.
Right. So later on in the night, early in the morning, like 2-3 o'clock, he come walking on some water. The boat, they like, my stomach hurt. This boat doing all this. And then you look out the side and here comes Jesus just walking on the water. You're like, well, what is on the water? Read.
And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, it is a spirit.
Bruh, they was like, it gotta be a ghost or something, because niggas, we can't walk on no water. Nigga, who can walk on water? Read.
And they cried out for fear.
And they were scared, right? Read.
But straightway Jesus spake unto them, saying, be of good cheer. It is I. Be not afraid.
Read.
And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me to come unto thee on the water.
Now this us. We is Peter. This is how we start playing. We start ideas in our head. Come. Tell me to come out there. I'm going to come. Tell me how to trade crypto. I'm going to get my family right. Tell me I'm going to do it. I'm going to go and apply for the job. Show me how to build a house, Dad. I'm going to saw the wood. Start strong. I'm going for it. I'm going to be the best wife. I'm going to cook every night. The bestest meals. Ain't that right, sis? That sister said, I ain't never told that lie. You should have saw her face. She looked down. She was like, She said, I ain't never told that lie. But we'll start off strong in a lot of stuff. We're like, I'm finna do it. I'm going. I'm going to be great. Read.
Verse 29. And he said, come.
All right, then come on, start. Let's see what you're going to do. Read.
And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Jesus.
And guess what? You start good on your diet plan. You get in there, guy. You're like, you're posting the chat. Down 4 this week. 1%. You happy. Posting your workouts. You pushing up. And I just max rep 285. No spotter. You was studying good all week. Got my 4 chapters. Started strong. Oh. Psalm 55. 3 times a day. Face the east. Started strong. You was really in the mix. Read on.
But when he saw the wind boisterous.
But. I ain't sleep that good last night. I get back to working out tomorrow. Yeah. No. I was really hungry today, and Papa John's was the only thing open. I started strong. Hey, oh man, I meant to pray this morning. Well, I'm going to just read a chapter. At least it's better than nothing. You started out strong. Read.
But when he saw the wind boisterous.
That's the wind. All those other things that I just mentioned, that's the wind. That's the circumstances. That's the changes in everyday life. That's the unforeseen event of whatever the heck happened. What happened?
He was afraid.
Uh-oh. And what?
And beginning to sink.
And now he started drowning. Now guess what? You went from 1 slice of pizza to give me half. You ain't even want to share none with the baby. Get your own pizza. I bought this. You just start eating it at work in the car so nobody can see it. You come home and act like you didn't eat it. Ready for dinner, hon. You know? But then guess what? Or we don't study enough, or we don't do these things. And then guess what? Now you don't want to go around leadership. Because when they start asking questions in that war room, before you know, you're like, why so damn hot in here? Shit. You be looking like that. That's how you be looking when leadership start asking, read this right here. What's the world in this situation? Who is these 2 nations? Do you have some of them, bro? They got all the precepts now. But then they ask, you watching porn? What kind of porn you looking at? Why it's so hot in here? Sheesh. Or your Lord asks you, why you didn't do what I asked? Why my pants not on? It was a lot to do this week. You start to sink. You start looking crazy. Read again.
And beginning to sink, he cried, saying, Lord, save me. And immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt?
He said, thou of little faith. Sometimes y'all, the real root of the problem is we really don't be having the faith that we can be what the Lord said we can be. We don't be having the faith in it. We really be doubting and debating our cause in our evil minds of whether or not we could walk on the water. Can I be a captain? I just want to keep the commandments. That's the cop out. Because if you say I desire the office of a bishop, then that means you would have to begin to walk that way. You would have to do those things. If you said I want to be the best help me ever, then that means you would have to start walking that way. So we push our doubt with a simple phrase of, I'm doing the best I can. I'm just keeping the commandments. That's what we do. And guess what? Now you have squashed the thought of being great and walking on the water. All right. Give me that fear of success. I'm trying to be finished, y'all. I don't know. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go faster. I only got like 40 minutes. I be taking too long. Y'all be making me talk to y'all. Officer, my TV out. Oh, there we go.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Fear of success is an unconscious, anxiety-driven phenomenon where individuals self-sabotage to avoid achieving their full potential or to prevent the perceived negative consequences of accomplishment.
Whoever thought that you would have negative thoughts of being good? You know why? If I succeed and become a captain, I won't be able to hang with the brothers that I really like. No, you'll get to hang with the captains and the bishops and the deacons. If I really pour into my Lord, my husband, and my children, I won't be around the sisters that I want to hang out and go to the sister outing. I don't have time for that when I'm doing what my Lord require me. I'm going to end up with more officers than. You'll self-sabotage. We'll have those fears and those doubts of becoming great, right? So let's see, what's some of the common signs? Well, not read the rest of it. Read that.
It involves worries about increased pressure.
Guess what? You don't want more office, man. So it take a lot out of me, man. I'm on the thumbnail team. I'm on the editing team. I'm on security. I'm in the kitchen. I'm on community cleanup. Man, if I take one, I gotta fall back for some stuff. I can't do all this. Read.
Responsibility.
Trust me, I'm one that will tell you. When me and my wife only had 3 kids, I was so happy. I'm like, good. I ain't gotta be responsible for no more people. Yeah, I couldn't imagine having to have 7 kids and be responsible for all of them, feeding them and clothes. No. Well, it was probably my fear of being great. You never know. You probably get pushed to your ultimate self to have to be responsible and take care of that many people. Same thing in this body. We have to take care of so many people. Guess what? Some people don't want that responsibility of the rank or what comes with the rank, because that's ultimately what it comes with, being responsible for the people. And if you are the wife of somebody that has responsibility to people, guess what you got? Responsibility of the people. It's going to be your job. You're going to have the same thing he got because he coming to you. You finna help him. Ask my wife, you fin to help me. If I got to do this and I got to deal with sisters, who you think I'm finna have dealing with sisters? You fin to help me. But guess what? Those sisters know that too. You good, baby. You doing the best you can. Because I don't want to be the one have to do all that. And if you don't require that of her, then guess what? You don't want her to be great neither. Anyway, finish reading that.
Or social alienation.
You know what social alienation equals? I'm gonna give y'all one word what social alienation equal. Family members. For you to be great in this truth, you not finna have your family no more. That's done for. It's over with. It's over with. And guess what? Some of us really love our brothers and sisters, but how many of y'all, once y'all really started keeping these commandments, mama and talk to y'all the same way? You want them to come here so bad. You don't want them to die. You want them to come here so bad. But you know, everything else that come with it, I can't even be in that relationship with y'all because it's going to make me feel a way towards you that either I dislike you or I want to go with you. I love mama. I love you. Yeah. That's the alienation. And guess what? It stops some of us from being great in this truth because I still need to maintain a little bit of that relationship because I need somebody to watch my kids for me. gotta keep mama on deck. I need somebody to watch this baby while I go to work. While I go to the marriage's honorable event. I need somebody to watch this baby. But guess what? If you was great in this truth and your name was good and you had put forth that effort to be responsible for the people, there's somebody to be here, be willing to take care of you and help you with your kids so that you could go and do those things that you might want to do. I'm just saying, I don't know now. I'm just saying what I'm saying. All right, so let's look at some of the, some of the signs of
self-sabotage.
So these are some of the signs of the fear of success. Read.
Self-sabotage, procrastination, missing deadlines, or creating obstacles just before achieving a goal.
How many of y'all ever did that before? Damn, I'm the only one? Y'all be, man, why I be feeling like I'm a hate, like I'm just in the truth by myself? Wow, we do stuff like that. We do stuff like that. And we don't even understand why we do it. You say you want to be fit, but right before you start seeing them pounds go off, you just sneak downstairs and eat 2 cookies. I didn't need no cookies. I wasn't even hungry. I just ate them because I knew they was there. Right before you know it was time to weigh in. You know what? 2 cookies. Self-sabotage. Right? Number 2.
Feeling unworthy.
Feeling unworthy, read.
Deep-seated belief that you do not deserve success, often stemming from childhood experiences or imposter syndrome.
Now, a lot of us run around with some of these old thoughts from back in the day, from our old life and the things that we, like I was talking to some brothers before, and it was like some of the life that we done put together, or what we think that we put together, or the man that you thought you built, or the woman that you thought that you made through whatever successes you may have had for education or what you call it, financial or career wise, and you put those things together and you say, nah, this the guy that I am. Or this the sister that I am. This the woman that I am. But then you get here and you realize none of that matters. And that certain things are required of you that you don't feel up to the task because it puts you in a realm where you're not the expert anymore. You not the top dog at the job. You the one. I print papers faster than anybody else. I know how to get the copy machine open in 0.2 seconds. You the best. But then you get here and it's like, I don't know what to do. Go to Judges chapter 6 and verse 12. Watch this.
Judges chapter 6 and verse 12. Mm-hmm. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and the priests took up the ark of the Lord.
Judges 6 and 12.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Come on.
Judges chapter 6 and verse 12.
Come on.
And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him and said unto him,
This is Gideon. Read.
The Lord is with thee, thou mighty man of valor.
Uh-huh.
And Gideon said unto him,
and what did Gideon say?
O my Lord, if the Lord be with us, Why then is all this befallen us? And where be all his miracles, which our fathers told us of, saying, did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now the Lord hath forsaken us and delivered us into the hands of the Midianites.
Read.
And the Lord looked upon him and said, go in this thy might, and thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites.
So Gideon got told the Lord, hey, you're going to go do this great. And he said, well, what happened to the other great people? What's going on? He said, don't worry. You're going to go save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. What did Gideon say?
Have not I sent thee? And he said unto him, O my Lord, wherewith shall I save Israel?
He said, yeah, this that deep-seated belief that you don't deserve success. How am I going to save Israel? Guess what? That's the thought in the majority of these men, because you know you've been chosen to save Israel, right? And that be the hard part. You got to be the savior. Bro, it's hard as hell being a savior. It's hard. It's hard because your brain is crazy. And you crazy for listening to it. And you done been listening to it, some of y'all 50 plus years. I told you, I've been in the truth 10 years. I'm 45. I've been a nigga for 40 years. Do the math. The nigga just didn't go away as fast as I. And guess what? I didn't want to be nobody's savior. Nigga, I'm not here to be no savior. I'm here to learn how to stop doing some of the stuff I'm doing. Here, how I'm going to help you? I can't even help me yet. That ain't how we supposed to be, because guess what? I didn't want to be great. I didn't want to be great. I just wanted to do enough that I could say, I think this will get me into heaven. I ain't doing no sin now. Because you would think about it, you ain't did no sin, but you ain't do what the Lord required of you to be great to save his people. You didn't do it. Yeah, he frowned his face, so he said, I know I didn't. Damn. Me neither. Read on.
Verse 15. And he said unto him, O my Lord, wherewith shall I save Israel? Behold, my family is poor in Manasseh.
See they? I ain't nothing. I'm just regular, bro. I just, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
And I am the least in my father's house.
And bro, I ain't even, I ain't know this or I ain't know that. I don't know that. I'm just me. That's what Gideon said. The same thing. That's that feeling of unworthiness. But Gideon grew up, he ended up being great in saving Israel. But the beginning of it was that doubt, that that fear of success. To the point he kept asking the Lord, hey, do this, and then I'll go. And then he did it. Hey, well, then do this, and I'll be sure that you telling me to go. Why? He didn't want to do it. He had the same thoughts that we be having right now. The same thoughts of that you could actually be better than you think you are. You just don't think you are. But that's what we got to change the mind. We got to, right? So let's look at something. Go to Sirach chapter 30, verse. Matter of fact, yeah, go to Sirach 30. Start at 21.
Sirach chapter 30 and verse 21.
Come on.
Give not over thy mind to heaviness. And afflict not thyself in thine own counsel.
So that's what we were talking about earlier, when that mind that's deceitfully wicked have you thinking all kind of things. He said, don't give your mind over to all of those thoughts that's in your mind. You can't do it, because that is going to put the procrastination there. That's going to put the doubt there. That's going to put all those other things that's going to stop you from being the best that you could be. Isaiah chapter 43, 18.
43 and 18, sir?
Yes, sir.
Isaiah chapter 43 and verse 18.
Come on.
Remember ye not the former things.
Right. Remember they was talking about those past experiences is what puts us in that fear of success mode. Those old things that we did, right? Read.
Neither consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth.
He said, but guess what? The Lord said, I'm going to do a new thing with you. If you stop thinking about the person you used to be, if you stop thinking about the fact that, you know what I'm saying, your daddy left and you really don't know how to be a man, come on in here and learn how to be a man. Stop faking it. Come on in here and learn. You was a ratchet in the streets. You can come and learn how to be a woman. You can learn how to cross your legs at the ankles and be different. Come on. Stop thinking about what you don't know and what you think you know that you know you don't really know. Come on. He said, I'm going to do a new thing with you, right? Go to Sirach chapter 37, verse 14. Because it's these old mannerisms, bro. These old mannerisms, our old thoughts, our old habits, those be the things that really hold us back. Sirach 37 and verse 14.
Sirach chapter 37 and verse 14. For a man's mind is sometime wont to tell him more than 7 watchmen that sit above in an high tower.
He says sometimes your mind is like 7 people telling you something. And a lot of times it be based off of those old things and things that ain't happened or what you think might happen or what you think somebody might say or what you think the outcome going. So this week I've been having to make some decisions, and my wife said something and she was like, well, what's the best that could happen? And I'm sitting there thinking all the time for a couple of days. I was sitting there and I was thinking, okay, I got to make sure this don't happen. Or I got to make sure this don't happen. I got to make sure this don't happen. I never thought of what is the best thing that could happen from me doing these things. Never thought what's the best that could happen. So for the last 2 days, okay, then shit, what's the best what's the best that could happen? What's the best that could happen? Screw it. Let me stop thinking about what I need to prevent from happening, thinking worst. What's the best that could happen? Let's start preparing for the best that could happen. That's the mind that we're going to have to be great. But do you really want to be great? You really going to have to ask yourself, do you really want to be great? I'm trying to tell you, you're going to have to ask yourself. All right, read next, fear of consequences.
Fear of consequences. Anxiety that succeeding will lead to negative outcomes, such as having to leave friends behind, losing a sense of community, or being overwhelmed by new, higher expectations.
I'm trying to tell you that being overwhelmed by, bruh, to know that you want to sit, because we be saying, oh man, I respect and I love leadership. And this is, I'm talking about, I don't know what y'all dealing with. I'm talking about myself. Okay, come sit back here and be with us. All the time? You mean like every day? Every day. They might sniff out something that I don't want to, or they're going to make me, I'm going to have to correct those things in me in order to be able to sit comfortably amongst them. Y'all think that ain't hard, bro. You got to think, in order to think about it, if you got to be around somebody that can smell BS, you got to have as little BS on you to be comfortable. So that's that higher expectations. Those higher expectations will be one of the things that stop us and slow us down, because guess what? I really used to have a thought in my head, and I don't expect anything from anybody, right? That way, I'm never disappointed, and that way, you don't have to expect anything from me. If I don't expect nothing from you, I will never be disappointed. I will never say, damn it, I'm tired of Toby. He never do what he say he gonna do. That brother be slack. And I feel away. Guess what? I just say, I don't expect Toby to do nothing. If Toby say he gonna do it and he do it, fine, he did it. If Toby say he gonna do it and he don't do it, fine, he didn't do it. I don't care either way. I didn't expect him to do nothing. So guess what? In turn, I wanted the same thing. Don't expect anything from me, because if I do it, then I did it. And if I didn't do it, then I didn't do it. That is a low way of thinking. Yeah, that he like, how could one think in such a manner? Yeah. But this was the way I was thinking. from my experiences that put me in. But guess what? We have to not be that way. Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. Watch. Y'all ain't the only one. Y'all think the Bible here for, you see all these pages in this book, bro? There's a whole lot of stuff in there.
Philippians chapter 4 and verse 6.
Come on.
Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God.
So this was dealing with anxiety, right? Being careful is anxiety. Thinking about all of the plans you're going to try to make this thing work and not doing it. That's anxiety. What the Lord said, read that again.
Be careful for nothing.
He said, stop worrying and doubting and having that care for all of these things. Read.
But in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God.
He said, but if you're really praying for it, then pray for it. Sometimes we act like we praying to be better, and we really not. You just saying, oh, thank you, God, for not killing me. I'm going to keep doing what I was doing. Appreciate it. You're not saying, Lord, I really need to get this spirit off of me, or I really want to be greater in the body and be a man of the Lord. I really want to put away some of the things that's holding me back. And you're praying for that thing earnestly. You be like, hey, I'm going to fast for it, and you don't pray not one time during your fast. How many people done fasted a whole day and didn't pray for the thing that they said they was fasting for? Damn it, man. Bruh. So how you gonna get it? How you gonna get it? Bruh, I was so hurt one day I was like, bruh, I didn't pray not one time for the thing that I was fasting for. I just really much just went this whole day without eating. So it's how I'm going to get what I was supposed to be getting, and I ain't even asked for it earnestly. Read that again.
Philippians chapter 4 and verse 6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus.
Right. He says so that the peace of God will keep us stay on the goal. That we really asking God, and he's really going to make it that we will have peace of mind to stay the course, to actually become the people that we say we want to be, to actually be the holy nation that he say we can be. All right, let's go. Read that open that other part of that. The causes. I think that's what it is. Yeah, read that.
Core causes. Fear of change.
Fear of change. John chapter 12, verse 25. Fear of change. Why do we fear changing? Because I like the nigga that I built. He got me to be 40. Why would I get rid of him? He taught me how to work. He taught me how to cook. He taught me how to groom myself. He taught me how to handle niggas. He taught me how to talk to girls. That's how I got my wife. He taught me how to manage my money. That's how I kept my cars. This nigga taught me everything I know. Why would I change him? Ain't nothing wrong with him. I could keep him and wear fringes. Ain't no evil in that. Damn, why you looking at me like that? Damn, look at me like my breath stank from over here. Read.
John chapter 12 and verse 25.
Read.
He that loveth his life shall lose it.
But if you love that old man that much that you can't change, you're going to die. He is going to get us killed. She is going to get us killed. Read.
And he that hated his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
But if you really look and say that person that I made was really not that good. You might have kept a roof over your head, but that's all you really could say for that person. It didn't really do nothing to make you a better person because you realize how horrible you was when you compared yourself to the commandments. When you compared yourself to where you could actually go. You're like, man, that person really didn't do that much. 1 Samuel chapter 9. Watch this. Somebody who didn't want to change their life neither. 1 Samuel chapter 9, verse 1.
1 Samuel chapter 9 and verse 1.
Come on.
Now there was a man of Benjamin whose name was Kish, the son of Abiel, the son of Zeror, the son of Bechorath, the son of Aphiah, a Benjamite, a mighty man of power. And he had a son whose name was Saul.
He said he had a son whose name was Saul. All right, read.
A choice young man and a goodly. And
so that's how someone, man, I'm handsome. You know, I gotta live. I'm a choice young man. Read.
And there was not among the children of Israel a goodlier person than he. From his shoulders and upward, he was higher than any of the people.
So this was a big, heavy, strong, goodly built man. Right? So you would think this guy has what? Confidence. He big. Who gonna be big and look better than everybody and not have confidence? That's what we think, right? You would think that. Jump to verse 21.
Verse 21. And Saul answered and said, am not I a Benjamite?
So he was told, guess what? You finna be the king of Israel. You about to be great. What did he say again in verse 21?
And Saul answered and said, am not I a Benjamite? Of the smallest of the tribes of Israel.
He said, but I come from little, it ain't even a whole lot of us. You know, they killed off a lot of us because we were doing the gay stuff and hitting nigga with rocks. Then they killed us. And it's we the smallest tribe. Like, really? Me? Really? Read.
And my family, the least of all the families of the tribe of Benjamin.
And my daddy is even smaller in the smallest in the smallest tribe. We ain't got nobody. Why would I be great? Why would I be the king of Israel? Right? Read.
Wherefore then speakest thou so to me?
That's what he said. Why would you tell me something like this? This is y'all. When leadership tell you, y'all the greatest on earth. Deacon, hey, who am I? Israelite. We are armies of the living God. Woo, but really you like, me? How can I be in the army of the living God? All right, I know I'm an Israelite based on the curses, but how would I be this great? How can I be 144? It got to be 144,000. That's a lot of people. I mean, maybe I could just get in on a white garment. I'd be the least. What the script? Hey, I'd rather be a doorman in the kingdom of heaven. We'll take the cop out. I'll be the doorman. You don't want to be the 144. You want to be the doorman. You don't want to be the greatest. You've chosen already to just let me stand at the door. That ain't what the king was saying. The king was saying, if it push came to shove and all I could get was doorman, I'll take doorman. Not I'll take doorman as the first step. No. But a lot of us got doorman mentality. A lot of us have doorman mentality. Just let me get to the door. No, I got to be the one who take over planets. You got to start having that kind of mind. You got to be, if it's going to be 7, I'm going to be 1. Number 1, not 1 of 7, number 1. Got to be the bestest wife. If you're going to be a wife, it's going to be most. You got to have first wife mentality. I'm the first one. If he got to take care of 7 more, I'm the first one. You got to have first wife mentality. Go to jump to chapter 10, verse 10.
1 Samuel chapter 10 and verse 10.
Come on.
And when they came thither to the hill, behold, a company of prophets met him. In the spirit
jump to verse 6 and then go back to 10. Watch this.
Yes, sir. 1 Samuel chapter
10 and verse 6.
And verse 6.
So this is Samuel telling Saul what the Lord gonna do. This is the same way we be living. The leadership be telling us, we reading the scriptures, we reading through the prophecies of what's gonna happen, what kind of men we gonna be great, chained into another man, we gonna get a new body. This is the same, almost on the same line that we be dealing with. Read.
1 Samuel chapter 10 and verse 6.
Come on.
And the spirit of the Lord will come upon thee, and thou shalt prophesy with them, and shalt be turned into another man.
You know why he had to be turned into another man? Why? Who think they know why? The one who creepingly raised his hand because he don't want to be great. Raise your hand like you want to be great. Jeriah Benjamin, go ahead. He raised his hand first like he want to be great. Y'all see the difference? Y'all look, we kind of think we might have the answer.
Shalom, shalom. He had to be changed to another man because he was fearful. He wasn't confident. He didn't think of himself as being great. So he had to be changed to that great man.
All praises. Exactly. And he said the spirit of the Lord gonna come on him and change you to another man. Guess what? When we actually start believing and don't be like Peter, doubting and low in faith, then we could be changed into another man or another woman. But it's gonna take some time. But it don't want to take a long time. All right, back to verse 10. 10 and 10.
Verse 10. And when they came thither to the hill,
Uh-huh.
behold, a company of prophets met him.
Uh-huh.
And the Spirit of God came upon him, and he prophesied among them.
So this is what Samuel was telling him was going to happen in verse 6. Now it's happening. Read.
And it came to pass, when all that knew him before time saw that, behold, he prophesied among the prophets.
Uh-huh.
Then the people said one to another, what is this that is come unto the son of Kish?
Uh-huh.
Is Saul also among the prophets?
This your family. This your homeboys you used to hang with. This your sister friend girls you used to hang out with. What's this that's on I don't know, Sister Shawaka team? I couldn't think of no sister name. You're like, what? What's she wearing dresses all the time for? What? She one of them people? Same thing. Come on, y'all. Y'all begin to change. What's this? That's that fear of change. The people around, we're more afraid of what the people around us gonna say about us changing is why we don't want to change. What? Is Saul among the prophets? What's this? What is this? The son of Kish. They're like, what that nigga doing? That's old word of what he doing? What Toby doing? What Jacob doing? What Isaiah doing? He think he a prophet? Read.
And one of the same place answered and said, but who is their father? Therefore it became a proverb. Is Saul also among the prophets?
They said this became a proverb. So that means Israel had done made a slick term out of seeing this man change. Oh, I guess Saul one of the prophets. Proverb is a wise saying. That's Israel done made a whole verb out of it. Guess Saul one of the prophets. Why? Because those fear changes and those things, those be the things that hold us back from being great. But it ain't always your thoughts. You got other people's thoughts. So your behavior, that's what that imposter syndrome is. Your behavior is pretty much trying to be contour to the thoughts of somebody else. You're not fully going into or fully committing to be what you can be because of the thoughts of somebody else. All right. Jump to verse 21.
Verse 21. When he had caused the tribe of Benjamin to come near by their families.
Now watch. Now look. Remember, the soldier said that he had to be changed into another man because he was fearful. That's why I said it's going to take a little bit of time, but don't let it take a long time. Read verse 21.
When he had caused the tribe of Benjamin to come near by their families, the family of Matri was taken, and Saul the son of Kish was taken.
So they called and they was like, hey, we need the tribe of Benjamin to come up. They were like, man, they were like, where Matri family at? They were like, oh, they here right there. They were like, where's Saul at? Read.
And when they sought him, he could not be found.
Boy, that man done ran. That man done ran. He couldn't be found. He done ran. But I thought he was chained into another man. Such as the proverb is all amongst the prophets. Because in real life, he wasn't all the way changed yet. The Lord was working on him, but he wasn't all the way changed yet. Read.
Therefore, they inquired of the Lord further.
They had to ask, the prophets had to go and ask of the Lord where this man was at. They couldn't find him. I'm talking about he had the best hide and go seek spot, not finding him. Read.
If the man should yet come thither. And the Lord answered, behold, he hath hid himself among the stuff.
This man done went and hid, bruh. Listen, they said he was bigger than everybody. And he found somewhere to hide. That's why leadership would say, oh, you use that office to hide among the stuff. You don't want us to see you. You don't want us to see what you could really be. You don't want to see what you could really be. You use security as a crutch. You use a thumbnail and editing as a crutch. You use kitchen as a crutch. You use offices as a crutch to not be great in your own house. I got to do so-and-so, but leadership. Your husband like, well, I need this. You don't want to be great. You want to hide amongst the stuff. She's like, because if I have to be great here, I'm going to have to be even greater there. We don't be wanting that. We won't be Saul and hide. Read verse 23.
And they ran and fetched him thence.
Uh-huh.
And when he stood among the people, he was higher than any of the people from his shoulders and upward.
What this big Israelite Negro was hiding at? Can you imagine Officer Nehemiah hiding somewhere where you can't find him? And then when you finally come get him, his big self come out of there. Oh, here I go. Like, what? Where you was at? You supposed to be the king. Oh, I'm coming. No, you got to want to be great, man. We got to put some of those thoughts out of our mind and prepare to be great. All right. Let's go. Let's go low efficiency. We went over past negative stuff. Low efficacy. Do anybody know what efficacy mean? I know David knows. Let's get efficacy. Let's put that on the board. Let's let everybody know. Matter of fact, David, you tell her what efficacy mean. Jacob, I'm sorry. I said David. Jacob, tell us what efficacy mean with your cool glasses on. You looking slim, no?
Efficacy goes into being efficient.
Being efficient. Okay. Yeah. Let's pull a definition. I take it. All praises. I'm almost done, y'all. Almost. I only got like maybe 12 more scriptures. Come on.
Efficacy. The ability to produce a desired or intended result.
Right. He says, so sometimes we have low self-efficacy. Means that we don't think that we are good enough or have the ability to produce the desired results. Sometimes we don't think we good enough to be officers. Sometimes we don't think we good enough to be captain. We don't think that we'll ever be able to strive for the office of a deacon or the office of a bishop. Sometimes we don't even think we could be good husbands, good fathers, good sisters, good wives, good daughters. We don't be thinking that we have what it takes to do the job effectively. But you do. You know how you know you do? Because he already told you, you're the greatest people. He said, is there anything else like you on this earth? You got to start thinking like that. We all got to start thinking. I got to start thinking more like that. I am the greatest thing on this earth amongst the greatest people on this earth. I have what it takes to get the job done. I'm built for this. That's how your brain gonna have to be in order to get to where we trying to go. And especially for what's coming, you're gonna have to think like that. You're gonna have to start getting that into your mind. Because if you don't, it's gonna be a hard road. Exodus chapter 4, verse 10. I ain't gonna talk that much. I promise.
Exodus chapter 4 and verse 10.
Come on.
And Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord.
So Moses being tasked with Delivering the people. Read.
I am not eloquent,
Uh-huh.
neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant.
He said, I'm not eloquent enough. That's low self-efficacy. He did not think he had what it took to get the job done. He didn't think that he had what it took, Read.
But I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue.
Right, so he start naming off the things he wasn't good at to prove the point. To I can't even talk good. I ain't spoke this to nobody in 40 years. And I used to speak me? Read.
And the Lord said unto him, Who hath made man's mouth?
Right, read. He said, remember, you're one of the greatest thing amongst the greatest people. I made you strong enough. I made men's mouth. You don't think I can make mouth? Read.
Or who maketh the dumb, or deaf, or the seeing, or the blind.
Right. He said, I give them senses. Everything that you thinking about, I'm the one that created. I make them see what I want them to see. Read.
Have not I the Lord? Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth.
He said, so guess what? He said, just do what I told you to do, and I'll be with your mouth. Guess what? You have to think the same thing. I'm going to go be with the Lord, and I'm going to just let the Lord be with me. If I'm going to get in this office, then I'm going to do this office. If I'm going to go to camp, and I'm going to go to camp, and I ain't going to be scared. If I'm, whatever, I'm going to do it. Why? What other choice do I got? Where I'm going to go? What I'm going to do? What else I'm going to do? Just don't half-ass it no more. Stop half-assing it. We got to stop half-assing it. Just enough so I don't get blasted. It ain't good enough no more. Just barely remembering to do the reports ain't good enough no more. Just barely reaching out and talking to your officer, it ain't good enough no more. He said, well, I'll be your mouth. I'll be the strength that you need if you believe in what I'm telling you to do. Read.
And teach thee what thou shalt say.
He said, I'll be your mouth and I'll teach you what you're supposed to say. Go to Jonah chapter 1. Jonah chapter 1. Start at verse 1.
Jonah chapter 1 and verse 1. Come on. Now the word of the Lord came unto Jonah, the son of Amittai, saying.
Right. So the same thing. Here go the word of the Lord. Read.
Arise and go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry against it. For their wickedness is come up before me.
So the Lord said, hey, you northern kingdom, go deal with these northern kingdom brothers. They evil as hell. This is what I need you to do. Go do this. What did Jonah do?
But Jonah rose up to flee unto Tarshish.
I gotta get the hell on, partner. I'm not going back there that war route. Nope. I ain't making myself available to go to camp today. I don't know why. They might make me teach. I don't want to teach. I ain't been studying all week. Hey, open my Bible all week, and I ain't going to no camp. You know what's gonna happen? I know I'm gonna go to camp today. Jonah, I gotta go. Run. Read.
From the presence of the Lord. And went down to Joppa. And he found a ship going to Tarshish. So he paid the fare thereof and went down into it to go with them unto Tarshish from the presence of the Lord.
That man said, I go to a whole nother. Surely, whatever voice I heard can't follow me to Tarshish. Yeah, okay. Right? Jump to chapter 2. Start at 1.
Jonah chapter 2 and verse 1. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of the fish's belly.
Because guess what? The Lord said, oh, you ain't going to do what I'm going to tell you to do? I'm going to make you go. Guess what? Some of y'all actually think you have a choice in your being here. Some of us don't have a choice. Now, some of us cannon fodder or chaff. That means you fit for destruction. But some of us in here don't have no choice. Message. You think you got a choice. You think you got a choice. You ain't got no choice. You here. And guess what? You gonna change. One way or another. You gonna either get in this fish mouth or you gonna go willingly. But you're going. And that's how you got to look at it. That's how you got to start thinking. I got to either I change willingly or he forced me. If he force you, it ain't going to be it ain't going to be as comfortable. It might stink like a fish mouth. I can't even understand what a fish mouth smell like, but that's the course. You can do it willingly or you could do it by force, but I'm going to make you be great. You're going to do what I need you to do. Read.
And said, I cried by reason of mine affliction unto the Lord. And he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I.
Right.
And thou heardest my voice.
Right. So that's what we was talking about earlier. When you task with the work of the Lord, or you task with something from the Lord, okay, it sucks. It hurt. I'm scared. I don't really know. I don't even know how to say I'm scared because it don't come off as fear to us as men in this situation. It ain't like it's a dog and a pit bull. He's like, I'm scared. It don't have that same level of fear, but it is a betraying of you being comfortable. Then you got to pray to the Lord and let him hear your cry. You got to think like, I might have ran at first, Lord. I did. I'm sorry. I ran at first. I ain't want to do it. You was making me change. You was asking me to do something I wasn't comfortable with. I just wanted to chill and keep the commandments. Just show up on the Sabbath, go back home. I ain't did no sin. That ain't what I wanted from you, though. That ain't what I wanted for you, sister. You thought you just was going to come keep the Sabbath and go home. I ain't want that from you. I need somebody to help these sisters with their behavior. But I ain't asked you what you wanted to do. I'm telling you what I need you to do. So you either going to do it willingly or you going to do it by force. But if when in the midst of that, you pray to the Lord that for him to help you in that, then he can help you the same way he helped Jonah. Read.
Verse 3. For thou hast cast me into the deep, in the midst of the seas, and the floods compassed me about. All thy billows and thy waves passed over me.
Right. So this was him. He was like, I was afflicted and the Lord heard me, but he cast me out, but he brought me here and I'm finna do what he told me to do. You read on, Jonah actually got pissed after he got there. Like, bruh, I had to go through all that for y'all to still be acting like this. Kill him. The Lord like, damn, you just ready to kill my people off? Bro, you tripping. You ain't even want to come, but now you mad. You'll be all right. Calm down. Let's go. Amos chapter 7, verse 14. Amos 7, verse 14. I got like 5-10 minutes. I only got like 8 scriptures left, Shadow. Let's go.
Amos chapter 7 and verse 14.
Come on.
Then answered Amos and said to Amaziah, I was no prophet, neither was I a prophet's son.
So look, he talking to the king. Amaziah told him, say, but don't come around here with that prophesying no more, bruh. We don't want no more of that around here. Take that back to Judah. We good up here. We northern kingdom up here. We Jeroboam, shout a bit, Jay. Do what y'all doing. Take that prophesying stuff back to Judah. We don't want none of that. He said, but what did Amos say? Read.
But I was an herdman and gatherer of sycamore fruit.
He said, but I wasn't nobody. He said, bro, I was watching sheep and tending to some trees, bro. I wasn't doing. Guess what? So was some of y'all. But guess what? You've been tasked to be a prophet now. You've been tasked to be a prophet now. Yeah. You started off as a truck driver. Yeah. But now you a prophet. That's what Amos would say. I ain't come here with this on my mind to come do this, but the Lord sent me here. This is the job I got now. So I'm going to just go do what the Lord told me to do because I don't want what's on the other end. Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5.
Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Right.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
So the Lord said, all of y'all that's here right now, the Lord already knew you was going to be here. Only thing we really doing right now and not being as great as we can be is fighting against what the Lord already set for us to do. We really just kicking against the pricks, maintaining ourselves, or not really putting the effort in to changing, not praying for real, not really praying while we fasting, not really seeking out the leadership and sitting at their feet. all of those things, we really just really behind. You know what I'm saying? But he said, I knew thee from the jump. Read.
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
He said, and I had already cut it out for you to be that. I already said from when you was in your mama's stomach, you was going to be a prophet. Whether you was herdsman and tending sycamore trees, or whether you was a sump pump man, or you working on an oil field, I already ordained what kind of man that you was going to be for me. Read.
Then said I, Lord God, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child.
Look at her. That's how we be. How I'm going to be a prophet, Jesus Christ. Whatever word you want to say. How you say it? Yahweh? Yeshua, all of the Christ, how I'm going to do it? How? He said, don't say that. Read.
But the Lord said unto me, say not, I am a child.
He said, have some confidence and some faith, bruh. Reverse that. Have some faith and some confidence. Don't say that. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt that you can really be great in this truth. Don't do it. Bruh. We can be great. Don't doubt yourself. Read.
For thou shalt go to tell all that I shall send thee.
Right. You're going to go and you're going to do and you're going to send forth the work of the Lord. Read.
And whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, said the Lord.
So guess what? That's the faces of the men in here, the faces of our brothers and sisters that's not repentant. He said, don't worry about it. Don't doubt yourself no more. Like Proverbs say, trust in the Lord and he'll direct your path, right? We really got to start believing that thing, because if not, then what's the point of praying earnestly? What's the point of Philippians 4 that we really not really putting that real trust that Christ that brought us here can really sustain us, through whatever it is that we're dealing with, right? What's the name? Cultural concern?
Cultural or social concerns. A fear that succeeding will alienate one from their social group or create jealousy.
That part right there. Remember what I said? What I said that mean? Sister said we keep quiet in the church. What did I say? Social or cultural concern. What's one word that really mean? Family. Family. You ain't worried about your homeboy not being your homeboy no more. You ain't never thought about that. I don't talk to that nigga no more. I don't talk to him no more. All right, well, it is what it is. Same thing with sister. Well, I don't know. Sister's probably a little more like, they really be wanting their friends. I don't know. But men, we really be like, out of sight, out of mind. Oh, well, that's why it'd be so hard for us to contact and talk to the lead, to our brothers. And like, bro, I'm not talking to you all the time. Bro, I'm doing something. But cultural concerns of family. Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Matthew 10, 34. We almost done. I only got 15 scriptures left.
Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34.
Come on.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Right.
I came not to send peace, but a sword.
So Christ said, once you begin to follow me, you got to get rid of that fear of social alienation. I am coming to separate. I'm separating my people from the other people. I'm separating my sheep from the goats. I'm separating my flock from I'm separating the wheat and the tares. He said, I'm coming to bring division. Read.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
Oh, that's family, Read.
And the daughter against her mother.
Guess what? You and your mama and your daddy, y'all ain't gonna get along like that no more. You hate me. You don't kind of. Mama said, well, I ain't heard your voice in 6 months. I said, your phone work too? She ain't like that either. But still, why? It is what it is. And you realize, hell, if I don't talk to y'all don't call me. But guess what? Some people really be feeling, and they stay connected to that family and not able to truly be great. Because you like, man, I'm going to leave y'all so far in the dust. Y'all going to be looking for me. I'm going to be so far gone. Y'all ain't heard from me in 10 years. I'm over here doing the work of the Lord. I'm prophesying. I'm teaching. I'm building myself up. My family straight. My kids don't even know you. Can you imagine you grew up with cousins and y'all was like brothers, and now your kids don't even know their kids? Why? The Lord said, I came to bring division. You wasn't meant to be with them. That was your family, but I set something else up for you. Right? So what's the cure? Ephesians chapter 1. Start at 3. How do we fix all of this? Ephesians chapter 1. I'm almost done.
Yes, sir. Ephesians chapter 1 and verse 1.
Come on.
Paul, an apostle of Jesus Christ.
No, Ephesians chapter 1, verse 3.
Ephesians chapter 1 and verse 3.
Come on.
Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who hath blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Christ. According as he hath chosen us.
He did what?
According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world.
He said, so guess what? You was already picked to be here. Just like he said in Jeremiah. He said, I formed you in the womb that you was going to go do this and prophesy. Same thing. I picked you to be here. So you might as well, Captain Yuri say, lean into it. You might as well lean into it. Read.
That we should be holy and without blame before him in love.
Jump to verse 11.
Verse 11. In whom also we have obtained an inheritance.
He said, in the same Christ that we have obtained this inheritance, that we are a part of this great nation that is precious to the Lord, that he gave a ransom for. He said, you got to understand that. You got to understand that you was already chosen to be in this family, and you was already chosen to be in this body and doing this work. Read.
Being predestinated.
Being predestinated means, hey, it was already set out. Read.
According to the purpose of him who worketh all things.
He said, for the reason that Christ wanted you, you was already picked and chosen to do for his will. So guess what? Us not really leaning into being great, we holding ourselves back from being what Christ wanted us to be for the purpose that he picked us for. Read.
According to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will.
Right. John chapter 15, verse 16.
John chapter 15 and verse 16.
Come on.
Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
So you think you picked IUIC. You think that. You like, yeah, I'm going to go to IUIC. You didn't pick to go to IUIC. You was picked to come to IUIC. Read.
And ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit.
He said, and I didn't pick you to come here for you to sit here. I picked you to come here that you could go forth and bring forth and show the praise that is worthy of me.
Hit the bomb!
Read.
And that your fruit should remain. That whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you.
He said, and while you doing what I asked you to do, whatever you need from me, I got you. But you got to start believing and understanding that's why you here. You got to understand I am way better than I think I am. I can be better than I'm being. I can be greater than I think that Bruh, you are of the greatest people to ever be on this planet. It's your planet and we're not acting like it. I'm not acting like it. I want to be better. I want to be better. 1 Timothy 1 and 18.
First Timothy chapter 1 and verse 18. This charge I commit unto thee, son Timothy, according to the prophecies which went before on thee.
So I'm charging all of us the same way. Hey, the same way Paul was telling Timothy, I'm charging you of the prophecies that went before you. The good things that the men of the Lord said about you. The same thing that the men of the Lord said about all you men and all you sisters, that we can be great. We can follow the Lord. We can be a holy nation. We can do all these things. We can do it, but we got to set in our mind that we're going to fulfill that charge. Read.
That thou by them mightest war a good warfare.
That we could put up a good damn fight for it too. While we here working out some of these issues that we got, that we put up a damn good fight. That's what that's all we asking for each other. Man, put up a damn good fight. Put up the best fight that you can. All right. 2 Timothy, Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. Because remember, your brain is going to try to tell you, no, well, you know, we doing this. Oh, I'm doing the best I can. Oh, 7 watchmen, so forth and so on. And you remembering those old things that's holding you back, and whatever doubt and whatever bull jive you done built in your life that you think means something or whatever, all of that stuff. Like, all right. But the Lord said that you can be mighty. The men of the Lord, the leadership said that you can be this man. Your husband is speaking over you, telling you, sister, you a good helpmeet. I love you. Keep happy. Then lean into it. Put up a damn good fight, bro. Put up a good fight. Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. I can just paraphrase it. He said, you know, whatever you find to do with your hand, do it with your might. So if we gonna be in this thing, man, let's at least start putting our hand. We say it all the time, but y'all know we be bull jiving. And some of us put up a good fight. And some of us, our slacking look better than some people, you know what I'm saying? Than other people slacking. Let's say it like that. My slack look better than your slack. My slack look good as hell. You know what I'm saying? I stay with the busy work. Whatever the case may be. But whatever you find to do with your hands, do it with your might. War for the Lord mightily, bro. For yourself. Beat down that stuff that's in you, that's stopping you from just, hey, man, I wanted to call the captain, but I ain't know if I should. That's just doubt and fear in you. You being a bit, you almost said something. You're being effeminate. I almost said the other word. Somebody saw my face. Right? 2 Timothy 1, verse 7.
2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7.
Come on.
For God has not given us the spirit of fear.
Right. He gave us the ability to war mightily. So how I'm going to give you the ability to war mightily and make you be scared? Not happening. Read.
But of power. And of love and of a sound mind.
Read.
Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord. Nor of me, his prisoner. But be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel according to the power of God.
Right. So he says, now don't be ashamed of this war that we got to fight. He say, be a willing participant of the affliction. Be a willing participant of the success of everything that's going to come with it. Be willing when you do it. Read verse 8. Verse 9.
Verse 9. Who had saved us.
Who saved us? Christ saved us. For what? Read.
And called us with an holy calling.
And he called us to be better. He called us to be the holy nation that he ordained us to be from the beginning. Read.
Not according to our works.
Not according to nothing that we did before we got here. Not according to nothing that we think about ourselves beforehand. According to what he chose us for. Read.
But according to his own purpose and grace, which was given us in Christ Jesus before the world began.
Hey, so with that, I want to be greater than I am, and I know that you all can be greater than you are. And with that, we say shalom.
Hit the bomb! Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.